everyone's been doing well. I've been hard at work doing what I do. In the meantime, watching what's going on and paying close attention to the chaos and confusion that seems to be reigning in our world. Kudos to the Occupy movement. At least somebody has the nerve to stand up to them. It's interesting to me, lately I just keep watching in total disbelief. But the most recent turns of events that I have been very curious about is, you know, we throw millions of dollars into the Middle East. We throw millions of dollars into the Middle East. For whatever reason, they sneeze and we give them money. Doesn't matter who, Jews or Arabs, I don't care. Take your pick. The bottom line is, you know, we spend millions in Egypt to bring democracy to them. And so we see them riot in the streets. We see them violently killing each other. We see them abusing our own reporters. And we call it democracy at work. But here at home, here in our country, we have thousands in the streets, camping in parks, camping in front of buildings, housing the billionaires that ignore them. And we call them a nuisance, and we call it breaking the law. Honestly. We set our police out on them to bash their heads in, to call them names, to treat them like dogs. Honestly. Ask yourself, are you still living in America? Are you sure? Now let me clarify myself. Just recently I watched a video of Radican. The man went off. He never said a word that wasn't true in that entire rant. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's quite the rant. Nothing he said was not a lie. Everything was true. Every single word he said was true. Now, I don't know what you are thinking, because I'm not you. But I can tell you what I'm thinking. And you might agree and you might disagree, but here's the bottom line. There is not one single bank, not one single corporation, major corporation in the top 500 that is any longer an American corporation or bank. These companies are multinational corporations. Multinational. They owe no allegiance to you or I, to me. They owe nothing to us. They are not Americans. Granted, they hire Americans. But when you call Citibank, who do you talk to? Who do you talk to? When you call someone and they've made a mistake on their credit card, because believe me, they do. Who do you talk to when you call them? Is it somebody in Alabama? Is it somebody in Texas? Is it somebody in Mississippi or Tennessee or Oklahoma or New York? Hell no. You know damn well what I'm talking about. Here's what I propose. I think we need to take all this one step further. We need to finally make a stand and say to these people, to these companies, if you cannot owe your allegiance to the United States and treat American citizens with more respect and help them to get through these situations without bailing you out with our money, then you need to get the hell out. If you can't be an American company, get the fuck out of here. Go to India, go to Germany, go wherever it is you have your offices, and get the hell out of the United States. Because here's the deal, man. This is America. This place is America. And the dollars that put you on your feet and keep you there are American dollars. If you think that money everywhere else in the world is better than here, go there. Get out. Here's what I say. I'm going to take an old adage from the 60s and say, America, love it or leave it. Get the hell out, B of A. Get the hell out, Citibank. Get the hell out of here. Take your multinational ass and hit the road. Bottom line. Now, I guarantee, this is what we need to do. Maybe not quite so angrily as I did, but that's the bottom line. These people need to be told, you need to make a decision. Are you Americans or are you not? Period. End of sentence. And Obama, to hell with him. The government, to hell with him. Radigan was right. They're bought and sold. And Obama's like a dog with his tail between his legs, and nobody's doing a damn thing to help anybody except the Jews and the Arabs and everybody else out there outside of our country. We're sitting ducks. As the time goes by, I have been paying very close attention. I'm here to tell you, China's in the middle of doing a lot of stuff. Russia is in the middle of doing a lot of stuff. You think that you are safe in your country? All our troops, the vast majority, are in other countries right now. Your butts are on the line. And it's not a war against us. It's a war against the world. This is a worldwide catastrophe. The economy is a catastrophe. And if you think money is going to fix it, that's like throwing gasoline on a fire. Give me a break. Look, people are waking up. Thank God people are waking up. But as we wake up, they get scared. And as they get scared, they get more violent. And as they get more violent, they bring in more guns and more police and more toys and more non-lethal weaponry. There's nothing non-lethal about a hot microwave beam that burns your flesh. That's not non-lethal. There's nothing non-lethal about rubber bullets that put your eyes out. There's nothing non-lethal about sound that destroys your hearing. Don't let them fool you. Finally, military people are standing up and realizing what's going on. Finally, policemen are beginning to see what's going on. There are a few. Not as many as we'd like to see, but it's beginning to become a clarity is coming into humanity. A clarity is waking up. People are beginning to see it. Thank you. Finally. But it's going to take a lot more people to change it. The truth is the only thing we can depend on. The truth of the situation. The truth about what's really going on. Not the lies that Congress is telling you, not the lies that the banks are telling you, not the lies that they are believing. Putin is blaming the United States for his unrest in his country. Hannity and frickin' Limbaugh are blaming communists for the unrest in our country. Who's really to fault here? Who's really to blame? They're blaming each other. And so what are we looking at? Orwellian behavior? Orwellian propaganda? Are we really caught up in what really... I mean, it's classic Orwellian. Classic. Read it. You ever read 1984? If you haven't, read it. It's unfolding right before our very eyes. America, America. People. What can I say to you to help you understand how many more fatalities, how many more homeless people do we need to have? How many more hungry children? How many more hard-working Americans have to lose their jobs before you understand that your cush existence is on the line? Screw Chevrolet. Screw Ford. You don't need those damn big trucks. I have a big truck. You know what I use it for? To haul hay. I don't drive it around town like a goddamn Cadillac. It's not my symbol of status. I don't need it. You know the joke about big trucks and little men. The bottom line is this. We have a big problem on our hands, and these bozos who have been making it worse over the last 50 years, because I goddamn guarantee it's not just one president or one Congress's fault. It's been going on for quite some time. These buffoons who have put us here are not going to get us out of it. Radican's right. They're bought and sold. He said it far more eloquently than I can, but I can absolutely verify that he's right. And we all need to start seeing that. We all need to start seeing the dangerous position that we've been put in by our very own government. It's not about communism. It's not about socialism. It's not about democracy. It's about freedom. It's about security. It's about having a good life. The right to pursuit of liberty and justice for all. Not for just rich people, not for just blacks or reds or whites or yellows, for all. That's what the document says. For all. For all. Wake up, America. Wake up, people. The world is watching. We're all watching. Everyone is suffering. And all of us. Middle class is disappearing quickly. Poor are getting poorer, and the rich are locking themselves up in their big houses and building islands out in the middle of the ocean and planning spacecraft. You think I'm kidding? Wake up, America. There are conspiracies. Some are foolish. Some are stupid. Some are fabricated bullshit to distract you. And then there are others. There are other conspiracy theories that are absolutely on the nail. Wake up, America. I come periodically now to this camera and I talk to you. I tell you these things because we need to wake up. I scoured YouTube last night looking at different things. There are a few people out there who have it. They got it. They're creating videos. They're spending thousands of dollars to create videos with the truth, and they get criticized. But the bottom line is look beyond the criticisms and look at the truth of it. They're out there, very few and far between. We can joke, we can laugh, we can get drunk, we can get stoned all you want, but it's not going to fix it. And you'll just go down with the ship. Yeah, people joke about it all the time. Oh, well, I'll just sit back and watch fireworks. Well, when the fireworks come walking through your door and your children are dead in front of you, you tell me, how funny is it? Because it's happening. It's happening here, not just over there. Now, I have one last thing to say before I go, and I may come back again because I know I need to be doing more videos, but my life is important, my children are important, but the world is frightened. The world is at a precipice. We stand teetering. We are ripe for totalitarianism. We are ripe. It is at moments like this that we can either rise above, like a phoenix, rise above, become the great humanity that we can be, or we will be subjugated by a Hitler, by a Mussolini. And it could come from anywhere. You'll be thinking, somebody help us. And someone will look really good. And they'll come on, they'll have all the great ideas, and the next thing you know, you're fucked. And if you don't like my language, turn it off. But you're going to be screwed if you don't realize totalitarianism is walking through the door right now. They get bigger with guns, but we get bigger with numbers. And there's only so many of us they can kill before we overwhelm them. And I'm not proposing violence, because violence only begets violence. And I'm not proposing that we kill anybody, because killing is evil. It's what they do. I'm proposing something greater. I'm proposing that we rise above this madness, that we begin to treat each other with humanity, that this Christmas, this holidays, whether you be Jewish, Muslim, Christian, or whatever you are, turn to your fellow man. Help them. Give them something. And if you're one of them who needs help, ask someone for it until you get it. They're out there. We're out there. Help each other. Huddle with your families and hold them close. Love them. But don't be afraid to be angry, because anger is a motivation that can be a strength, a testament. Christ was furious when he drove the money lenders out of the temple. And the temple is a metaphor. The temple is us. The body, in many spiritual places, in many spiritual teachings, is referred to as the temple. Christ drove the moneylenders out of the temple. We need to drive them out of our temple. They're out there trying to make us believe that money is God and God is not money. This is the evil that has come to our doorsteps. This is the evil that has taken us down this road of destruction and devastation. Money. Money is not God. And Christ was right. Whoever he might have been, whether he was the Son of God or not, I don't care. I'm not professing Christianity. I'm not professing anything but a metaphorical tale that was very, very obviously clear. Drive them out of your temple.